Hello, Professor and friends. Okay, my name is Evina. I want to presentation. My final presentation is about the virtual randomized control trial of a digital therapeutic for speech, language, and cognitive intervention in post-stroke person with aphasia. So this article is written by Michelle Braley et al. And it is published in the Frontier in Neurology journal, which is Scopus Q2. And my name is Evina Widianawati, or you can call me Tai Hai In. This is my student ID number. Okay, I will go next. Okay, for the introduction, what is aphasia? Aphasia is neurological condition that impairs a person's ability to communicate, effective speaking, understanding, reading, or writing. It results from damage to the part of the brain responsibility for language, most commonly due to the stroke. So the aphasia is occur when there is a damage in the brain because of the stroke. So the first we need to know about the speech pathway, which is speech pathway. It came first from the primary audio cortex and primary visual cortex. When we see, when we're reading something, so uh, it will be goes to primary visual cortex, or if we listening something, so they will go to the primary audio cortex. And from the primary visual and audio, uh, the speech pathway is going to the vertical area, which is the speech processing center. And then from the vertical, they go to the Broca area, which is speech production center. And this is the bridge. This call it arcuate fasciculus. It is connected the vertical and Broca area. And after the Broca, and it go to the motor cortex, and it will be go to the uh our mouth as a sound, a speech pathway. Okay. There is a damage in the uh brain area, which is for the speech production. So aphasia is a damage in the Broca area, which is in here. So it is another picture, Broca, and it could be broke in the vertical area or in the arcuate fasciculus or another transcortical motor and motor cortex and sensory cortex and also transchronical. So this is what is the damage from the aphasia if there is a damage in the Broca area. So people will be cannot repeat, and the fluency is not good, but the comprehension is still good. And if the damage in the vertical area, so the comprehension is not good, repetition not good, but there is a fluency. Yeah, and it's other. So there is a lot of type of aphasia. And the background of this study is post-stroke aphasia is a chronic condition that impacts people in daily function and communicate for many years after stroke. Although there need ongoing rehabilitation, access is limited by clinical shortage, insurance, and geography. So that's why remote intervention through a digital therapeutic for speech language therapy is a alternative way to rehabilitation at home. The digital therapeutic, we call it constant therapy research or CTR, is designed for speech, language, and cognitive therapy. The objective is for feasibility and clinical efficacy of a virtual speech language cognitive digital therapeutic for individual with post-stroke aphasia. So this is the material and method. The first is they develop the constant therapy research or CTR apps. It uses the neuro performance engine as an algorithm to adjust the level of difficulty based on user performance. And there are more than 350 level of difficulty and over 100,000 stimulation spanning and 9 domain of cognition, language, and speech. This is the 9 domain, which is listening and understanding, staying focused, planning, organizing, and understanding what you see, reading, using mathematics and numbers, remembering, writing, and speaking. If you want to know more about the application, you can click here, the www.constanttherapyhealth.com, and you can see what the application feature, and because there are a lot of video demo, and this is the one of the feature. This is naming picture. What is the name of this? And then the second one is matching. Yeah, matching symbol like this. It's matching one this and this, and the yellow with the yellow like that. And the third one is written word comprehension. So they need to pick which is the nail from four of the picture. So, because of the aphasia is damage the brain, so they cannot repeat, they cannot do fluency. The speech and language in the brain is broken, so they need to learn again how to renaming, how to matching, how to make comprehensions, language and words. Yeah. So this is the application. They developed this to rehabilitation of the aphasia. So next, after the application is built, they do uh, the research. The design is virtual control trial with 10 weeks intervention. And the participant is 36 post-stroke individual with aphasia, but only 32 is complete. The 32 is 17 for the experimental group and 15 for the control group. And for the experimental group, use CTR application at home, 30 minutes per day and 5 days per week in 10 weeks. And for control group in 10 weeks, use traditional workbook. The measurement is the WABAQ for primary, and for the secondary is WABLQ, WABCQ, BTACT, and SRQOL 39. And a linear mixed effects model was conducted on the primary and secondary outcome. So the WABAQ is the measure for the language abilities such as naming, repetition, comprehension, spontaneous speech. For the WLQ, it is assess the language skill, including reading and writing. And for the WABCQ is measure the brain function, such as language, aphasia, visuospatial, and calculation text. For BTACT, a remote cognitive test, is assessing memory, verbal fluency, and numerical reasoning. For the SRQOL 39 is quality of life. It's cover communication, daily life, and emotion. So this is the result. The result is for the VABAQ or aphasia quotient. The pretest is the mean is 61.62, and it is for the experimental group. And the post after do the CTR, the aphasia coefficient is improved to be 68.37. But for the control group, which is using the workbook, is similar within pre and post, it's around 66. For the language quotient, it's for the experimental group, it's also improved, but for the control group, is not improved. And for the cortical quotient, experimental group is also improved for 67 to 72, but for the control group is nearly from 68.81 to 69.59. Okay, and for the BATCT and SAQOL, there is similar within experimental pre and post, and control pre and post is similar too. Yeah. So the conclusion is the CTR group saw significant improve in the primary outcome, which is VABAQ plus 6.75 points. So it is improved 6.75, and also the improvement is occur in WABLQ and WABCQ. Well, the control group is so minimal change. And if we do the significant analysis, we can see that the VABAQ is improved. So CTR group versus control group, it is significant different, P lower than 0.01. So this is the A is aphasia coefficient or AQ, VABAQ. B is VABLQ, and C is WABCQ. And then we see that for the CT or for the experimental group, there is a significant difference between pre and post. But for the workbook or for the control group, there is no significant difference. And for the language quotient, we also see that for the city group is improved before and after intervention. And for the cortical quotient, there is improved from before and after intervention. Well, the workbook or the control group is not improved from pre to post. So the CTR user had been better subtype change, some reaching the within normal limits or VNL. So we can see that from in the CT group or in the experimental group, there is a change from two of the people goes from the transcortical motor and vertical is this for pre is in the transcortical and vertical, and after the treatment there is two people it goes to within normal limit or WNL, which is a good improvement of aphasia types. And for the workbook or for the control group, there is no improvement, there is no change the type of the aphasia to the within normal limit. And for the verbal and quality of life improve in both groups. So we can see that we whether if in the city or workbook, the verbal fluency, this is the verbal fluency is also improve city and workbook, and for the quality of life also improve both of them, city and also workbook is improved. So the conclusion is CTR is a safe, effective, and visible digital therapeutic because of the uh, primary outcome, which is the WAPAQ is improved, and for the secondary outcome is also improved too. For in the CTR group, we compare with the control group. And the second one is this application CTR apps is support continual language and cognitive recovery postdoc as a scalable solution for overcoming access barrier in aphasia care. Okay, thank you. That's all. If you have any question, you can ask me on iLearning. Thank you so much.